Hello mirrors. So today I'm going to be doing a love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June. If you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. So let's get started, Virgo, and let's see what type of energy that you're bringing into your love life in June. So, if you're watching this at the beginning of the month, this is what's going on right now. So we have Two of Pentacles. I really feel like this month you're very concerned about many aspects of your life. Maybe you're getting out of kind of a previously obsessive period. Sometimes we get that way about our partners, or if you're single, about that desire to find someone. And this month I really see that you're focused on so many aspects in your life, and you understand that by focusing on these aspects, your love life will flow naturally rather than you feeling like you're having to force it so much. So we have Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, I think some of you may have been reconsidering starting a relationship with someone. Maybe what's going on in this relationship isn't really what you had planned. With the moon in reverse, I see that there's some hidden things going on this month. Some things that you're not able to fully see from your point of view now. But let's look into more cards so we can kind of tie these together. So the moon in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Wow, so we have Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. That's some pretty intense energy, guys. Okay, that was too many. You know what? I'm going to take all three. I was doing 6, but the universe wants to give us 7. That's cool with me too. So 6 of Pentacles in reverse, the World, and 9 of Wands. So a lot of you may not be feeling very fulfilled, and I don't really necessarily sense that this is pertaining to your partner, although for some of you it can be. I think it's more like you don't want to start something new or to dive too much into your relationship because you feel like you haven't paid enough attention to yourself. You may feel like spiritually imbalanced, your body may be feeling imbalanced, like you're not taking care of yourself. And I think you're starting to notice that this month. You really want everything with this person, and you want everything with yourself too. You don't want to have to sacrifice one or the other. You don't want to sacrifice your relationship for yourself, and you don't want to sacrifice you for the relationship. So by the end of the month, I feel like you are going to spend so much time on this self-focus and balancing of everything. If you've been spending too much time on yourself in the past, it could be that you're wanting to maybe put more effort into this relationship. But for the vast majority of you, I do think it's more so you've been spending more time in this relationship and not so much into yourself. But I feel like a lot of things are going to come to the forefront of your mind in this month that is eventually going to help you maintain the type of relationship that you do want. The overall energy for this month being the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Wow, so you are definitely getting in to your intuition. You are learning to trust your voice this month. You may end up getting some types of messages, maybe from dreams, visions, meditation. You may find out something new about your partner, but with Seven of Swords in the reverse, it's more about self-deception. So maybe you've been telling yourself some things that are not true, especially with the moon here in reverse. You may have been kind of telling yourself, oh, this means that, or maybe you've had intuition that something in your relationship wasn't right, or that, maybe your partner was feeling some type of way, but you've convinced yourself not to in the past. This month, you are trusting your inner voice. You're going to realize, and this is because of the balance, by the way, guys. The reason you're going to start getting into this intuitive cycle with yourself where you can really trust what that voice is saying is because you are focusing on yourself or balancing out what you need to balance out. If you're single, this really bodes very well because you'll be able to know the next steps in order to get the type of relationship that you want. So let's look at the crystal that can aid you in your love life this month. Let's see what universe has to say. So we have Ancestralite. Interesting. So this is really amazing, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, because you have the moon in the reverse. And I always take the moon in the reverse as like buried deep subconscious things. Well, guess what? It's right under this. And Ancestralite is about this. So whether or not you want to pick up this stone and work with it, it doesn't matter. The point with this card is saying that, I mean, you can. I don't want to say it doesn't matter. It could definitely aid you in healing this part of yourself. But a lot of your old cycles, I definitely want to say your lack of self-care and your lack of focus on self and maybe more focus on a relationship, it comes from generations of this. So if you've had ancestors in the past that were sacrificing themselves for the sake of someone else, it's going to be passed down from generation to generation. There could be other things you're dealing with, such as, you know, the possibility of diseases or just certain traumas that are passed down. You are going to start digging into that and you're going to start healing that, which is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's really amazing to get, especially right under the moon in reverse. So I'm going to pick one of these. Let's see what's going on, Virgo. The Golden Children, inner child tenderness, innocence, rare gift. Wow. So a lot of this trauma is stemming from childhood, and this is going to come up in various ways, especially in your psyche. That's why this High Priestess energy is here, and not to mention the Seven of Swords energy in the reverse, which I often take as getting out of self-deception. The reason why you may not be able to see things clearly is because of childhood trauma. But like this says, inner child tenderness, have tenderness for yourself. Be forgiving of yourself and be understanding the way that you would for a small child. And in doing this, it's going to heal those inner wounds where you are going to be able to give yourself more freely in this relationship and trust so much more. Innocence, so connecting to that innocence, even doing like childlike activities, coloring, and just watching children's shows, like these types of little things that children would do can help you in healing, because it is right under the Ace of Wands. So wands are about like a spiritual, fiery type of energy. It's kind of what I feel like, it's like that energy that drives us, okay? Well, it's in the reverse, and with aces, they're seeds. So you're having trouble like with this, but this month, this is the undoing. I'm just feeling it so strongly with all these cards. This is absolutely beautiful energy, Virgo. I'm super excited. Okay, so then let's see what's going on with the Romance Angel cards. And we can get maybe some specifics about your relationship. Yeah, so here we go. We have playfulness right besides this inner child. And when I was just talking about being playful, yeah, the playfulness is important because it's really interesting because Six of Pentacles dynamic, it's in the reverse. A lot of times this is a kind of where maybe one of you is parenting the other, one of you is giving more than the other, but this playfulness can really bring this back around. It can make it more fun and not so serious, not so, you know, frustrating, because if one of you is giving more than the other, you feel imbalanced, it's not going to be fun anymore. So this month is really going to be about healing yourself so you can bring back the fun in your relationship, or maybe using playfulness to find or connect with a potential partner. That is a big message for some of you as well. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I love getting this one, especially under the world, because the world is about having everything that you want. It's about using all of, I mean, the Magician is also about this, but I take the world as being the completion of the Magician. It's the completion of working on manifestation. In order to get everything you want to where you're not feeling so imbalanced, it's going to be a self-love focus. And that means having the bravery, the courage, and the motivation, and the love for yourself, and maybe the love for your person too, to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you're bringing that in, and you're letting that energy grow, and then you're pushing it out to the external, which will make people react and show up differently. And finally, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yes, guys. So with Nine of Wands is really, I always take it as like this, wow, I've worked so hard on this. I've built all of this. This is like my love and my passion, and I'm defending it because it means so much to me. So with all of this going on, it's automatically at the end of the month, you know, give or take. I don't want to specify because time is, you know, an illusion. But for many of you, by the end of the month, you will have a deeper level of commitment with your person. And this is because of all of this work and healing that you're doing. You aren't sacrificing your happiness and your well-being just to be there for your partner. And I don't mean don't be there for your partner, but you know what I mean, where you put spending time over your partner, over taking care of yourself, or obsessing over your partner rather than focusing on your own self-healing, obsessing over what a potential partner thinks of you. You know, that's not really beneficial when it comes to law of attraction. Okay, so let's see what type of energy is going on here. Into the woods, stranger in a strange land, new experiences, feeling uncertain, transition zone. It's in the reverse. So the one thing I really picked up on is feeling uncertain, and with it in the reverse, universe is saying you are going to be very, very certain, especially with the engagement, the world, all of this stuff coming up at the end of the month. You're going to be very sure of what you want. It may mean for a very small few of you that you're ready to end a relationship and to focus on better things. I think for more of you, it's just going to be that you're going to feel more certain about your partner. Your partner is going to end up being what you want, rather than all the aspects of that person that you may be struggling with now because you're overly focused, you're giving it too much energy, you're not loving yourself. Okay, so let's pick 3 of these angel cards and see what type of energy is with you in June, Virgo. Okay, balance. Exactly. I've been talking about balance this whole time. Of course, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This is all about balance. Not to mention how much information here about loving yourself and focusing on yourself, healing yourself. That's what you need balance on. I think for most of you, it is about that need for self-balance. And as a Virgo rising, I'm extremely relating to this reading right now. It's speaking to my soul. I hope it's speaking to your soul too. So we have balance. Take time to breathe. It says, thank you, angels. I breathe with ease knowing you're here. So with Into the Woods in the reverse, High Priestess, 7 of Swords in the reverse, I'm really getting this energy of you are going to be able to breathe. You're not going to be overanalyzing. We're Virgos, okay? Virgo energy is very analytical. It's very digging in and trying to figure out everything in like an objective way, while also being overly critical of yourself. Well, this month you are going to take that time to breathe, because you're going to be connected to yourself, your higher self. And when you're connected to your higher self, you don't need to waste all this time and energy analyzing. Not to mention, wasting time and energy analyzing ends up bringing more negative situations to you. So, you know, if you have trouble with this, part of the balancing and self-love process this month will be taking time to breathe. And I just looked at my camera and it was 1444. Unconditional love, the Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. Well, you know, I don't even want to expand on that because that's just beautiful to end off with these oracle cards. But I do have these little message cards. What would your partner say to you this month? And if you're single, this will be information for you as well. So let's pick 6 of these and I'll read them off. I'm going to do them all together so we can see patterns and all of that. What would Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising partner tell them? What would Virgo's Sun, Moon, and Rising partners tell them? That was a mouthful. Okay, these two are stuck together. Okay. I can't help but think that we are destined to be together. So some of you may be dealing with twin flames, soulmates. Your partner's starting to feel this too, and they'll definitely be feeling this by the end of the month by engagement. And seeing how much you love yourself, your partner is just going to be like over the moon. Seeing you love yourself and get in your element, it's going to make your partner see you in like this amazing light. Let's see, I don't feel like I can live up to your exes. So for some of you, you may be feeling this, and this might be what this past energy is. But once you love yourself, that's not going to be a problem. Your partner also might be feeling this as well. But let's see what else is going on. You've opened my eyes to a whole new world. And your eyes are going to be open to a whole new world this month. Clearly. I need an escape from reality. Yeah, so many of you are feeling so overwhelmed that you need an escape from reality because your reality is not matching what you want. Your partners may be feeling this as well, simply because there's just the imbalance. But that's okay because there's so much positivity in the spread. Don't get too caught up on that. I want to be with you naked in our vulnerabilities. Your partner's really wanting to dive deep with you. I feel especially seeing you love yourself. It's just going to make them want to know you more, which is really great. And then finally, I know you can be better. Push yourself. This is just a great message for everybody right here. Whether your partner feels that way, which I'm sure they do, because if they love you, they want to see you be better. We all want to see each other be better. Okay? So this is all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do post more readings such as this and other ones, such as pick a cards and that type of thing. That's it. I love you.